Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. I am
Oh,
very
my
stoked to
pleasure. Thank
speak with
you.
you. My first question for you is what drew you to being a part of the show Evil?
Well, I've worked with Robert and Michelle King on The Good Wife, on The Good Fight, and on Brain Dead. And also, Robert directed a couple of movies of the week way, way back. That's when we first met.
Okay.
And so I've always admired their work. I've always admired them as people and as writers. I think they're some of the best writers right now out there. They sort of wrote the part for me, I think. And
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
I think they did.
cool.
I think that's why they named it Kurt. That's my theory anyway. I mean, that's my name and that's my character's name. So I don't know. You draw your own conclusions.
I'll support the hypothesis, I think.
And what drew me to it was, one, I love to work with the Kings, and two, uh, I knew that the show would be great because they are impeccable professionals and artists, and the writing, the production, everything is always top drawer, and I think it really is comes through on the show.
Oh, for sure. It's one of the best horror shows I've seen in a long time. Like it's scary,
Yep.
but it's funny. And
Yep.
the cast, all of you are so incredible together. What is it like collaborating with this incredible cast of people, including Michael Emerson, Asa
I know.
Bobby? Like it's so cool.
I have to say, I've done 10 series and countless shows, and I've done about 50 movies. Okay, I'm old.
Yeah, you've done a lot, by the way.
I'm not saying that. It's actually an understatement. There were a couple of casts. The cast of Wayne's World, okay?
Mhm.
You take all those people apart, they're good.
Yeah.
You put them together, they're awesome. It's alchemy. I call it alchemy. You put it together and you make gold.
Yeah.
This cast, this is a better cast than the Wayne's World cast, but you alone, they're really, really good. But you take these
Yeah.
really, really good people and put them together, and it works. It's powerful. I mean, the chemistry and the way everybody works, and they're perfectly cast, and just the personalities. If you take one away, it's not as good. You couldn't replace anybody and keep it as good as it is now.
Yeah.
And that's an indefinable thing that happens very, very rarely. And that's magic. That's the magic of charisma and the magic of chemistry. It really is, and it is a magic.
Yeah. But you're like, I like alchemy, like that's a really awesome way to put it. And
Yeah.
what has been so far, we're in the midst of season 3. What is your favorite moment that you have been in the show so far? All seasons.
Um, it's not one. It's not one that that most people will think.
Okay.
I was growing up a huge fan of The Exorcist.
That's amazing.
And in season 1, I go to an exorcism.
Yes, you do.
And when I arrive at the house, it's set up the exact way that the priest and the exorcist arrived. Shot for shot, car is the same, light poles in the same place, fog is the same, entrance is the same, and it makes me maybe tear up when I saw it, that I was a part of that. I felt so, I don't know, it was a personal thing that,
Yeah.
I personally got a tremendous amount of satisfaction out of doing an homage to The Exorcist.
And an incredible like homage, but then like you said, you're something you loved watching. So are you a
Yes.
horror movie person? Like, are you a big horror fan?
I have liked a lot of horror movies.
Okay.
My good friend Steve Miner has directed. He directed a couple Halloweens. He helped create Nightmare on Elm Street. So, I mean, I've gotten the inside story of a lot of that stuff from him. We're sort of golfing buddies.
Cool.
And yeah, it is cool. And I am a fan, and I'm a fan of how they're put together and how they're done, and
Yeah.
how you really make them good. And
So, oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, so like, why were you so obsessed with The Exorcist specifically? I mean, obviously it's an incredible movie, but I'm curious, like, what about it stuck with you so
It
much?
scared the crap out of me.
How
It
old were you when you first
really
saw it?
scared me. I don't remember.
Okay.
When did it come out? Jesus.
Early 70s.
Okay. If it came out in the early 70s, I was born in the early 50s, so I was about 20.
Okay.
And I hadn't, you were not born yet, but I was on my way. I was in college. I hadn't seen any horror movies until then. That was the first horror movie I ever saw.
Oh boy.
I'd seen some stuff with Vincent Price, but those weren't really horror movies.
They're a little bit more, they're more fun than scary.
Yes, but they were
Yeah.
not, they were, this really scared me. It really scared me. And the music and just, I mean, you look at it now and it doesn't do much probably, but then.
Actually, I rewatched it a couple weeks ago with my fiance who had never seen it before, and it still holds up very well
Does it?
in 2022.
Great.
It does.
That's
It
great.
holds up very well, I will
Well,
say.
And Max von Sydow, I mean, he's just incredible. Incredible. Yeah.
So do you think The Exorcist kind of gave you an interest in horror movies? Was that kind of like a point that made you interested?
To go through, I used to watch like Westerns and comedies and The Graduate and, but the range of emotions I went through watching this movie were unlike anything else, any other experience.
Yeah.
It's like going on a really, really dangerous ride at Magic Mountain or something, a roller coaster where you actually might fall off. You feel like it actually could come loose. That's what a good horror movie does. And that's how I felt watching The Exorcist.
Is there another movie that kind of gave you that's given you that feeling?
That feeling?
Yeah.
Truly, truly, truly scary. No, not like that.
Wow. Okay.
Because, so often they try so hard to be clever at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I think, which I think it diminishes. That was a pure horror movie and didn't try and be anything else. Yeah. And I thought I just loved it just was, I just loved everything about it. So I can't say I would be doing a dishonor to The Exorcist to name another movie. And I won't do it. I will not stray. I'm married to The Exorcist.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I love it. Well, Kurt, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today about The Exorcist and about evil. It was such a pleasure and an honor to speak with you today.
Thank you. And thank you for letting me see your museum quality masks and poster.
Thank you. Oh, of course. I'm always happy to show it off. Thank you so much.